Chad Colby at the Farm Progress Show. Susie, lots of smiles in the Kinze booth today. A lot of excitement. What can you share with us?
Yes, well, we're very excited. There's a number of new things that we've been doing, a number of new products that we've launched here in the last 6 months and here at the show. And then, of course, this is a new prototype planter that is not an actual product yet, but a lot of people are asking when will it be, and that was our intent, is to understand, is the market ready for this type of planter? We spent a number of years working on this, and then the down market hit where the 24-row values crashed, and we said, let's pause. And so now we're just doing some investigation, saying, is the time right? Is this the right product? If it is, what do farmers want? What do they want in the configuration of it? And how will it help their farms?
You know, it's not a secret. The machinery business, including yours, has had a pretty tough go here the last 2 or 3 years. And our producers feel that same pain. And, you know, I've been to some meetings lately out at your place, and a little bit of resurgence here, it feels like, at Kinze. And I know you and your dad and family have got to be really proud of that. You know, let's talk a little bit about it. Grain cart business, though it's 10 or 15% of your business, I'll tell you what, you look across the way and check out the new cart, you got something to talk about there now.
Yeah, absolutely. The single auger cart has been a great hit for us, and we've really been studying the cart market over the years, and where the dual auger market dominated for many, many years, we're starting to see the shift where more farmers are intrigued and interested by a single auger cart with the price point and just some of the benefits you get in that cart. And so we said the time is right, and we launched those last year, but there's been a lot of excitement, and of course this is the first fall that they're in production, and we're very excited to get to harvest when all these farmers are going to be using these carts on their farms.
You know, the big thing that we noticed really quick, and it's here at the Farm Progress Show, you've got a new track undercarriage. And I must tell you, a lot of us are extremely impressed with that.
Yeah, well, we're very excited about the new tracks that we've just launched here at the Farm Progress Show, available on the single auger and the dual auger carts now when we release them in pricing here this fall. So not for this fall, but for next fall, fall of 18. And we went and felt that it was time to partner with the company out there that does tracks the best. We had a great track system, but we needed the next generation, and we said, you know, we don't do tracks as far as that's not who we are. Let's go partner with who does them the best, and we feel Camso does, and they came back with a great design, state-of-the-art technology. It's very easy to assemble, disassemble. Even our proto shop guys were commenting when they first got the set and put it on a cart, it literally took 15 minutes start to finish by the time they lined it up, put the bolts in, and did both sides. And so that was pretty exciting, because that was one of our goals out of it, was one, to have the best technology in tracks, but also the ease of being able to install and uninstall, because obviously there are times where a track for whatever reason needs to come off and on, and so it'd be very easy for the farmer or the dealer to do that.
So at the end of the day, planters is the bread and butter of Kinze, always has been. And we're sitting here on a prototype planter, and I'm, you know, if I put you on the spot a little bit, I'll have to warn you, but I loved hearing you weren't for sure if you were going to bring this to the Farm Progress Show, what, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and we're standing on it now, Susie.
That's
I kind of
right.
like that.
That's right. Well, thanks to your help, too. You got a lot of attention with your social media site on this planter, and not only yourself, but others did very similar things, and we were just getting an overwhelming amount of feedback on it, and we said, you know, we'd be really remiss to not take it and show it. And again, you know, the point was not, are we ready to show it, but our concern was if we show it and then farmers think they can buy it, that can create a problem when it's not to market yet. But at the same time, we said, hey, it's a prototype. We'll make sure the sign is very clear so people know it's a prototype. But we want them to see this and to show, you know, we plant, like you said, planters is approximately 90% of what we do, and we're always innovating. And I don't think farmers understand that, because they see what they can see publicly and they think, are we or aren't we? But to be a player and a major player like we are and have the #2 market share here in the U.S. in planters, you have to constantly innovate and stay ahead of the game. And that's what we've been doing. And this planter is one that we've used quite a bit. In fact, my dad 2 years ago planted over 1,000 acres with it on his farm and loved it. And the first gen that we had several years ago is actually now on the rotating sign.
I saw it going up.
Yeah, so we needed to update that sign. You know, a lot of what we sell today is bulk fill. That was a box hopper planter, and that was one that we just put together for the sign. It wasn't even a production planter. But the one that's up there now was the one that we first started using and testing with, and then we made some tweaks to it. And so then this was the next rendition, and We've used it quite a bit too, and so we'll see where this goes, but there's a lot of excitement, and we feel that there's a niche for this product. You know, one of the things that makes Kinze unique when it comes to a split row frame with the pivot planter is having the staggered frame front and back, where you've got the row units in the front and the back staggering rather than them very narrow across the back of a frame like you'd have to have with a front fold frame. And so the benefits of this are the trash flow, getting it up, being able to raise it, easy to work on, and the farmers that have the 3600s, the 3500s, the 3660, and you know, now the 3500 has bulk fill. We released that this last year, and they love them. And so we said, you know, rather than build a front fold frame like everybody else has and be dealing with the trash flow, why not design the frame with what we know works the best for trash flow? And of course, you've got the narrow transport going down the road as well.
You know, the one thing that I really like about the machinery business today, and I think all the manufacturers, including yourself, have, I don't want to say figured this out, but it costs so much to bring new products to market. And it's kind of nice from a producer standpoint to maybe see what's coming in 19 and even 20, because to make a purchase like this is a major investment for an operation. And at least when they see it, they go, okay, that's pretty neat, and then you could start working on the applications. And I think that's changed a little bit in the market structure on how new stuff's released.
Yeah, I think so too. And you know, again, it goes back to understanding what does the farmer need to solve his challenges in the field, and that he can be the most productive with, because it really is coming down to dollars and cents. And you know, we hope we get back to the $4 corn. I think that's what everybody is hoping for, to at least get some normalcy around that. But you know, it is a business, and you have to make good sense with what you do with technology and when you buy products and all the things that go along with that. So, you know, from our standpoint, being a family that farms and that uses our own products and understanding the application, we feel that uniquely benefits us as well too, because we get our hands on the products, and then if there's a challenge, we get to experience those just like everybody else, versus, you know, not everybody we compete with can say that same thing, and we think that makes us unique. So our goal, you know, one of our core values, my dad started the company 52 years ago, innovation and customer focus. And you have to know what the customer needs, and then you have to innovate to what those needs are, and that's what we strive to do, and we're just constantly working on new things, and then when the time is right, we bring them to market. You
know, it's pretty interesting. I'll leave you with this last comment. When we were out at I would say it's a kind of a private dealer event here recently out at your shop, and you know, a lot of us in the dealer network have been a little apprehensive just because you got to have some excitement. And I think part of it goes past the blue paint. It's the technology and the monitors and how all that stuff all ties together. And the neat part is, and you shared some of that stuff out there, that we can't share all those details now, but the vision looks really neat, Susie, I must tell you. And there's a lot of people that have used blue for generations, and kind of swinging the eyes back toward you, I think, on a lot of these new products. So great job. Hats off to your team.
Yeah,
it's been a challenge the last few years, I'm sure, with employment and all the things that you have to do running the company, but at least we got something excited to talk about the farm show.
That's right, and I'll put a plug in for National Farm Machinery Show, because some of those products you had a sneak preview of will be at Louisville in February. So we'll urge the audience here to make it out to Louisville and see what we've got, but we're very excited about what we're going to be launching at Louisville this year.
Well,
next year.
And I would tell you this, it's the core of Kinze. We're not going to buy it from somebody else. We're going to just go ahead and do it ourselves. And I think that's the part that resonates with the farmer, you know. So, Susie, thanks for taking the time.
Appreciate it, Chad.
Have a great show this week. And I think your dad's here. I think I saw him around early.
Yeah, he's hard to keep track of some days, and today's not my day, but I know he's around here somewhere.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.